We all have one, we all deal with it. An unauthenticated, unencrypted protocol, and take it to a trade show. Don't try this one at home.
Motorola's focus is about making sure that we deliver devices.
But that was an awesome video.
Motorola's focus is about making sure that we deliver devices for the consumer. And you can just wait a moment because I think some of the screens have just gone down.
Like fatalities, whoa, just lost picture.
Guitar Hero. I love that look.
So this is where we bring on the dancing girls to keep you entertained for a few minutes while we just get things together. I think we're going to ignore this screen and we're going to get going on the rest, so I do apologise for the technical pitch. Let's take a look at what he got up to on his trip to Vegas.
Jeremy, thanks for the camera phone, and thanks for the credit card. I'm going to do my best to spend your money wisely and show off what your phone can do for your conference in Vegas.
Mid-air, 2 to 0. Just lost picture one more time.
1, 2, 3, go!
And they're playing a game right now.
Here is broadband history in the making. I'll explain. We have these. Hold on,
Done right here. Wow, this screen is going wacko-macko up here.
Basically, Gizmodo was given a bunch of TV begons by Make Magazine. They're not allowed back. But, you know, infrared, you know, how many years of TVs had infrared remotes? You know, and CES, Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, you know, year of the TVs. A couple of jackasses is all it takes to make your life really, really miserable. I think about it, you're running through an airport, but guys like, okay, where's my connection? Like, click. You know, turns off the screen, you know, turn off the screen. Yeah, oh yeah, it's been in watch. I remember being in high school in my physics class. You know, we're watching a video, just sitting there going beep, pause, to you know, hit play. Just generally confuse people. But you know, you have to feel sorry. I am not condoning them, specifically that Motorola guy, because they're sitting there. This guy's trying to do work, and they're turning his shit off and screwing with his ability to work. I mean, that's not cool. But it really makes the point that if you're that Motorola guy, you know, a little tiny square of duct tape over the IR sensor is all it would have taken. You know, the comments from Gizmodo was, you know, they're really glad that that big, what was it, Samsung 150-inch plasma monster that they had there didn't have an active IR port. This one might seem a little familiar. Are these folks in the room? No shit flying at me yet, so that's impressive. Last year at ShmooCon, right place, right time, and I got bored. Again, that's usually a bad thing. There was a particular company's booth. I was standing next to it waiting for registration. You know, they were giving away little USB hubs plugged into a laptop, running a demo. And I happen to have a USB switchblade with me. And for those of you who don't know, you plug this in, it auto-runs like a CD, and runs a script that dumps all the passwords to the flash drive. Yeah, so I wasn't content with just dumping their passwords. I projected them on the screen and behind them, and stood on a chair and made a very loud pronouncement. I did scrub their passwords. I'm not a complete dick, but, you know, My God, none of them are here and throwing shit at me. They knew I was doing this. Thank you. Well, I haven't pwned anybody this year. I've been good, but it was that easy. Right place, right time. And, I dumped all their passwords, and some of them were used repeatedly. Now, I will give them their credit. It was a marketing laptop. It was configured for running just demos. Didn't have any internal company passwords on it. But the person who's used it used the same password a lot, so one could probably make conjectures as to what their company passwords actually were. So what have we done to Bob? Pwned his laptop, pwned his data, his cell phone, his keys, his demos, and even his ability to work. Anybody got any suggestions how else we could pwn him? Yep. Blackberries. I honestly don't know enough about them because I don't have enough money to get one. But considering that if you could cause any sort of outage, the fact that these people usually end up in a small ball on the floor weeping, again, that's that whole ability to, there's the outage last week or the week before?
It was just one the other day.
Yeah, and these people just, I gotta get it. This subscribing to sites like dataoutages.com, which is run by my friend John, to keep track of these things, but he's absolutely amazed at how many people have, the fact that there's an outage email, go to their BlackBerry.
From Canada, you wouldn't want to attack a homeland company.
Yep.
There was a recent discussion, I don't remember which security group it was in, that said that a lot of the laptops have a switch on it that says turn off your Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
It really doesn't turn off the Wi-Fi.
It just cuts out the antenna.
You can still create incoming connections to it. You just can't create outgoing connections.
Yeah, because the antenna is basically disconnected. It's basically saying that a lot of the times the switch just disconnects the antenna, but doesn't actually turn off the chipset. So sometimes you can create incoming connections, but it just can't respond. So there's possible vectors there, which would be interesting. So, anybody got any other suggestions? Any suggestions on how we can actually educate these people, other than large clue bats and several days in isolation? Yeah, take their stuff away. But something to think about, something to suggest. Yeah. Any questions, comments? Email me. Big thanks to friend Rob T. Firefly. He did all the Bob illustrations because I can't draw worth shit. So, all right. So I need a couple of volunteers to come up. I want to go over to Josh's talk and throw shit at him.
Go to the back.